Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy Gizmobuilt back with another one. On today's episode of What's in the Shop, we are going to build a 60 to 65 mile an hour e bike. This one is actually just a freestyle bike that I'm building out of parts that I have in the shop. This is the second build that I'm doing from scratch in the shop. So if you guys want to see something nice and clean, stay tuned. Here we have this extremely light uh, it's aluminum, very light, very rigid, and very well built. I have actually several of these. So stay tuned towards the end of the video so you guys see the next project I have coming up. So let's start this bad boy from scratch. This is my neighbor. This is my coconut plug. Anytime you guys see me with a coconut, that's my man right there, man. Pause. No diddy. But let's go, guys. Everything that I do, I put Loctite. I like to ensure that I have safety in hand. This bike ride, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's a freestyle bike. There was no real intention, no real color scheme, no anything. I just kind of floated with what I had in the shop. And let me say, it came out very nice. So my purpose for this bike, well, before I say anything else, you see that tube that I just put on there? That was the wrong tube. I was actually waiting for the right tube to come in. So at the end of the video, you're going to see me take off the actual tire and put a new tube in there. And you guys are going to see how easy it is to service one of my builds. But back to what I was previously saying. This bike, I built it with the purpose of showing off my wiring skills. I wanted to show you guys what my take on having an exposed controller on a bike should look like. Or at least in my wiring OCD take, however. So that was my initial purpose of the bike, of the build. I wanted to build something that you guys could appreciate. Anybody with wiring, anybody that has e-bikes or builds these custom e-bikes would appreciate it. Everything that I do, like I said, I try to take my time and I don't try to half-ass anything. I just go for it the whole way. I take safety into a lot of accountability. This side right here, and I keep saying I really don't record videos like this. This is actually probably why you guys don't see me do a lot of these videos. But this little this little zip tie right here that I transferred to the frame here, it took me about 20 minutes to actually put, just to hide two wires about 1.5 feet. That's how serious I was really taking this wire management. The controller that I have on here is the Far Driver 72300. We're running an MB Power 3000 watt, 72 volt battery. I cut off all the connectors and everything from the Far Driver controller I do not need. I wired up my throttle. I wired up my 3-speed. I wired everything up directly. I left my Bluetooth dongle accessible. And every clip, every connector I did not need, I chopped it off and I put shrink wrap on it. This wiring process of the bike took about maybe 4 hours. Took the controller in and out maybe 5-10 times just to route a wire one way or another. I did 3D print some mounts for the controller, so the zip tie is not a permanent thing. But I hope you guys could appreciate this. This is what an exposed controller should look like. And then, of course, loom is my best friend. You want to hide some wires and make things look pretty. Even though it looked pretty before, but, we got to give it that final touch. And yeah, guys, this was a very, very fun build. And as you guys can see, everything was done step by step, little by little, one piece by piece, part by part. Everything Loctite, zip tied, no electrical tape here. I really hope you guys really enjoy this video. I have a lot of content for you guys coming up. A lot of builds in the shop. This is again number 2. And here I am doing all the last minute far driver tuning and getting everything ready to jump on the road and kind of do some tuning and testing and kind of gather the bike up. So the bike was very fun. First gear does about 30 miles an hour. Second gear does about 44. And third gear does 68 with me on it the first time. Then it was drawing a little bit too much and I brought it down, so it does a steady 65 miles an hour. And that's with me on it. Bike is beautiful. The bike is very, very sturdy. Stops like a dime, accelerates. The phase amps are very turned down. If you just turn it up a little more, she pops wheelies on command. Everything is done nice, you know. I like the way it came out. It's a very, very fun bike. She's a beast. She tracks straight and she handles like a beast. Well, this is a quick video on me replacing the tube to the more heavy duty tube that finally came on Amazon. That's how simple it is to replace a tire on one of my builds. I'm not going to say much, but if you've made it this far, keep your eye on this guy. Again, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification.